Omega has a very wide range of timepieces that you are probably familiar with, such as the Speedmaster Moonwatch, or Seamaster Professional, or Seamaster Aquaterra, or even the Seamaster Planet Ocean. Maybe you've heard of the Constellation, but have you ever heard of the Deville collection? It has been a name in the Omega line since 1960, but in 1994, Omega introduced the Deville Prestige collection. This line is supposed to be a modern version of a classic dress watch, since it has all of the newest and latest technology inside from Omega. Today we will look at the new Deville Prestige, which is the third generation of these timepieces, and this one has a light blue textured dial that is simply stunning. But will this piece be attractive enough to convince you to pick it up over one of Omega's sportier offerings? Or will this just be another one that you glance at and then ask to pull out the Speedmaster? Let's find out. What's up everyone, it's Chris with the Little Treasury channel. Welcome back. This is where we bring you original and in-depth watch content at least once per week. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be alerted as soon as we upload. I'm from Little Treasury Jewelers, which is located in Gambrills, Maryland. And it's where you go when you're in the know. As always, the watches that I review are for sale and can be purchased, so please see the description below to contact us. If you're just joining us now, I'll go over the watch's detailed measurements and features, and then I'll offer my personal opinion at the end. In our last video, I reviewed the Grand Seiko SBG Y023, which is a GS9 Club USA exclusive and limited edition. This is a very stunning timepiece that has a sparkling Chiaroscuro dial that is supposed to resemble Matsumoto Castle at dusk in autumn. Check this one out if you're after a thin and striking dress watch with a great movement and only a 299-piece production. Wrist check time, another Omega video, but today instead of wearing my James Bond Seamaster, I'm wearing my blue Seamaster on mesh bracelet, which looks like Omega liked my style and is now selling this setup on the new 60th anniversary Seamaster. You're welcome, Omega. Now tell me which watch you're wearing while you're watching the video and make sure to tell me why. Now let's get on to the features. The Omega De Ville Prestige has a 41.1mm case width, a 10.7mm thickness, a 47.6mm lug-to-lug, an 18.7mm lug width, a 35.4mm crystal diameter, and weighs in at 122.54 grams. The case is made out of stainless steel and is completely high polished, with a rounded bezel and lugs beneath it on the lower case. The non-screw-down crown can be found at the 3 position and has the Omega logo at the tip. The sapphire crystal is slightly domed and sits above the bezel to help protect it from scratches. The dial is domed and is in a PVD light blue tone with what Omega calls a stamped random vertical pattern in a sunbrushed finish. The markers are a combination of Roman numerals for the evens and dots for the odds. A black railway style minute track can be found around the perimeter of the dial on a non-textured color matched area. The Omega logo and Omega can be found at the top middle portion in black. The hour and minute hands are thin leaf style and are in silver tone. The second subdial can be found at the left middle portion with a black crosshair to add perspective. Coaxial and master chronometer can be found in black at the right middle portion. At the bottom middle portion, we have a power reserve indicator with 4 sectorial cut-throughs in crescent shape with an applied underplate in a subtle contrasting finish of the same color. The date window can be found just below the power reserve with a white background and black numerals. No lume can be found on this piece as expected from a dress watch. The caseback is open with a sapphire crystal and shows off the beautiful Omega 8810 caliber. The 8810 caliber is a self-winding movement with coaxial escapement. It is a certified master chronometer approved by METUS. It is resistant to magnetic fields of up to 15,000 Gauss. It beats at 25,200 beats per hour and has a 55-hour power reserve. This version of the 8800 caliber has a power reserve and small seconds complications. It has a free-sprung balance with silicone balance spring, has automatic winding in both directions, and a rhodium-plated finish with Geneva waves in arabesque. The steel bracelet is a 7-link design and has a butterfly clasp with one side that uses pushers and the other side that must be pulled. The Omega De Ville Prestige is 30-meter water resistant and can be yours for $5,500. Now for my personal opinion. So I'm a guy who literally has 18 sport watches and a Grand Seiko Snowflake. The Snowflake made me realize that other things are good too, and that gets plenty of wrist time. But my question here is, will this piece be good enough to stand on its own and take precedence over a Seamaster Aquaterra or a Speedmaster for people? Does Omega even need a dress line? And I will go out on a limb and say that actually this may do well, because this piece is stunning. They did a great job creating this beautiful dial with the noticeable texture and light blue tone. The Power Reserve is done in an almost symmetrical way, positioned at that 6, and I doubt that many folks will consider it anything but a good addition versus an eyesore that I hear about on some other watches. This is nice and thin, it looks great on my 6.5-inch wrist, and will surely fit under any normal cuff that you have. The price point for the quality that you're getting here is a great value with a fascinating dial, top-notch movement, and classic look, and I think that Omega knocked it out of the park on this one. But again, the question will be if this will be noticed or forgotten like the excellent but overlooked Constellation redesign. Only time will tell. Thanks for watching today, everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you did, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share with all of your friends and your family members too. I look forward to seeing you next video.